This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good night, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for March 7, 2023. And in the news tonight, a shooter charged with murder and illegal possession of firearm. A 26-year-old man has been charged with murder, illegal possession of firearm, and illegal possession of ammunition after being captured during a police operation on Chambers Lane, St. Catherine on Thursday, March 2. Charged is Keena Bromfield, otherwise called the Dutch Daddy Earth or Shooter of Taws Meadows in Spanish Town, St. Catherine. He was featured on the Jamaica Constabulary Force's Wanted Wednesday campaign. It is alleged that about 9:45 p.m. on August 24, 2022, Bloomfield shot and killed 57-year-old Higler Garfield Barnes in the Spanish Town bus terminal. Barnes died while being treated at hospital. Bloomfield has been on the run since the incident. However, following several intelligence-led operations, the police were able to close in on his whereabouts. He was charged following an interview. Klansman boss Brian emotional after brother walks free. Klansman gang leader Andre Blackman Brian became teary-eyed in court Tuesday as he watched his brother Kevon Green walked free in the ongoing trial of alleged members of the St. Catherine-based criminal outfit. Green had remained before the court on count 2, which charged him with membership of a criminal organization of the 25-count indictment. Upon freeing Green, Chief Justice Brian Sachs said there had been insufficient evidence that Green locked lanes and hoarded bullets under instructions from his brother. Green, who is normally seated by his brother, with whom he from time to time engaged in whispered conversations, left the docks without a backward glance but for the tight grip on his wrist by Brian, who prevented him from shooting to his feet before the trial judge ordered him to stand. Moments later, Brian was observed with a black and white rag rubbing at his masked face. Brian has been found guilty of being the leader of the notorious Klansman, along with several murders in the Marathon trial, which is in its final stages. Man charged for attempted robbery in Kingston. A man was charged for assault at common law following an incident on Trigger Road in Kingston on Monday, January 30. Charged is 31-year-old Leon Liscombe of St. George's Road in Kingston. Reports are that about 3:45 a.m., police responded to an attempted robbery in the area. However, the culprit was not seen. Shortly after, the police were again alerted, and the accused was seen hiding in bushes to the rear of the premises. The accused then pulled a knife and advanced in the direction of the police when he was shot. Liscombe was assisted to hospital, where he was admitted for treatment. He was charged on Monday, March 6. Police report increase in migrant criminals to Manchester. The Manchester police have indicated that there have been an increase in migrant criminals committing offences in the parish, with one of the latest incidents being a break-in and a larceny on Woodlawn Drive, Mandeville on Thursday, March 2. Charged with housebreaking and larceny is 31-year-old Dermaine Ellis of Rocky Point in Clarendon. Reports are that about 8 p.m., a woman went to her premises and discovered that it was broken into. Checks were made and 4 tires and rims were missing from her vehicle. She reportedly alerted the police. Whilst awaiting the police team, a Toyota Axio motor car entered the premises. The occupants of that vehicle fled upon seeing the lawmen. One of the men, Ellis, was accosted. One 100-pound gas cylinder was also found on the back seat of the motor car. The vehicle was subsequently seized. Meanwhile, the detectives are appealing to anyone with information that can assist the police in their investigations to apprehend Ellis's conspirator or ask to contact the Mandeville Police at 876-962-2832, Police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. Teachers in St. Anne join in protest. Hundreds of students from schools across St. Anne were sent home early on Tuesday as teachers protested for an improved salary offer from the government. Visits to Ocheria's primary and Ocheria's high schools by the news confirmed that students were being sent home. At Ocheria's primary, a few students were lingering on the compound as they waited for vehicles to pick them up. The school has refused to let them out without a parent or guardian being there to receive them. At Oterias High School, students on the morning shift were seen leaving the premises before the regular dismissal time. The protest has also affected the Parrytown Primary and the Beechertown All-Age schools. Jamaica Teachers Association delegates are to meet tomorrow to further discuss the issues affecting the teachers. Westmoreland farmer killed in hit and run. 31-year-old Derval Cunningham, a farmer of Smithfield District in Westmoreland, died as a result of injuries sustained in a hit-and-run on Monday night. Reports from the Savannah Lamar police are that about 10:15 p.m., Cunningham was riding his bicycle along the main road in Smithfield, heading towards a ferries when a motor car heading in the opposite direction allegedly overtook a trailer and collided with him. The police were summoned and Cunningham was transported to hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Lawmen are continuing their investigations to ascertain the particulars of the vehicle involved in the crash. Finance Minister pleads to public sector compensation holdouts. Finance and the Public Service Minister, Dr. Nigel Clark, has made an impassioned plea to teachers, the police and the doctors to sign the new compensation agreement as the window for payment this fiscal year closes at the end of the month. Directing his attention to the last major public sector groups that have not yet inked the compensation agreement, Clark said the government is unable to provide more than what has already been allocated to the groups. He told the Parliament that the government has set aside $10.2 billion for the rank-and-file members of the police force and another $1 billion for district constables. "I say please allow us to pay you," Clark said. Another $600 million has been allocated for the officer corps of the force. Turning to teachers, Clark said that $12 billion has been allocated for educators in the public sector. Clark also reported that $6.4 billion has been set aside to pay doctors this month. Teachers at several schools across the island have been stepping up the pressure on the government to improve the amount to be paid to them under the compensation restructuring exercise. Several teachers staged sit-ins and called in sick today to register their dissatisfaction with the government's offer. Clarendon student hospitalized with memory loss after being hit with a stone by schoolmate. A student at the Lennon High School in Clarendon has been hospitalized with a head injury following an incident Monday. The student was reportedly hit with a stone by a schoolmate outside the compound of the educational institution. Reports reaching the news are that the two students got into an argument over $100 Jamaican. It is reported that the now injured student hit the other, who reportedly used a stone to hit him in the head. He became unconscious and had to be hospitalized. Police, upon questioning the injured student, realized that he did not remember his name nor the incident. As a result, the other student has been taken into custody, as the injured schoolboy is not able to give a statement to the police. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.